just left Boulder Beach. I just looked at the temperature. Oh, you guys, there's a whole bunch of deer out there. This is one of my favorite parts. Like, I'm trying to pay attention to driving, but there's a whole bunch of deer up there. I always look over to the right. There's like this big open field. Oh my God, look at those clouds. There's a big open field, and usually there's a whole bunch of turkey when I leave, which makes me so excited every time I see wildlife. But there are some deer today, which you don't see the deer as often as you see the turkey, but every time I see the deer, I always just feel like I win the lottery. I am a nature nerd. I'm a little frozen. I'm a little frozen. My hand is frozen. But it's nothing that we're not used to at this point. Yep, we're used to it by this point. A little frozen, a little cold, but it doesn't hurt anybody. And I think also, like, as well as tune you up, it helps. It just, I don't know, like, it just helps regulate yourself in a lot of ways. Helps calm you down. Helps calm me down anyways. I'm a fired up chick, man. I'm a fired up Leo. Yes, I am. I would definitely consider myself assertive and aggressive. It's just the nature of my beast. Like I have mentioned in other videos, I come from a mostly male-dominated family. My uncles all were in the military. Well, 4 out of 5 of my uncles were in the military. The Army, the Marines, and the Navy. So as well as coming from a mostly male background, mostly dominated family, male-dominated family, they were all in the military. So, I mean, I'm a little saltier than most, we'll just say. I think I'm funny, clearly. Clearly, I think I'm funny. And I have a good time in life. I don't try to tap nobody's balls too much. One of my buddies is Scorpio. She's a ball tapper. So she's rubbed off on me a little bit. But most of the time, I'm just a happy-go-lucky person. But like most people, I need to dial it in too. I need to tune myself up because, you know, like I said, who's going to regulate me? I got to regulate myself. And so this is one of those ways in which I regulate myself. I don't ever get too fired up about anything because I think, like, the cold, it humbles you. Getting sick, it humbles you. Getting in trouble, it humbles you. You know, there's a lot of different ways in which we're humbled, right? And I do not want to be humbled by going to jail. I do not want to be humbled by getting into trouble. I don't want to be humbled by being sick, but it's just par for the course. And I think sometimes it's good for us to, you know, get a little dose of reality, a little check. Not an actual check of money, although those are nice too, and any day now come my way. But sometimes you just need a little reality check or whatever you want to call it, and this does it for me. It just does so much for me that it's like I try to think of all the things so I can tell you, because, you know, if you've never done something like cold dipping or taking a cold shower, it's just not even something that I can convey to you. I literally used to tell people when I first started this cold dipping that if Jesus himself had come down from heaven and told me, you will like the person that you become because of this, you'll have less pain, you'll have more confidence, yada, 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 I'd be like, that's great, Jesus. Thank you so much. And I appreciate you for that, but I think I'm going to have to pass. If I hadn't done that polar plunge, I don't know how I would have necessarily gotten myself into doing something like this. Although this is something I've always wanted to do because I love swimming. I love water. I don't necessarily like freezing or cold at all, but I've learned to. I tell myself I've learned to love it. I do love this version of myself that I've become because of it. And so for that, I'm going to keep coming back and I'm going to keep doing it to it because I don't think money could buy the way that I feel about myself. Although I could be wrong because maybe I just haven't had that much money. But this is what's good for me and I love it. I really like the person I've become because of it. I really like how my body feels. My body hurts less. And I would say with both the combination of running and cold dipping, it has really changed my life. And I feel a certain type of way about myself that nobody can just knock me off my pedestal like that. Because I'm a pretty badass person. And I don't need anybody to tell me that because I know that for myself. that is such a great, amazing feeling to feel about yourself, that you can't really be rocked by other people's opinions or the things they think or have to say about you, because let's just face it, most people don't do hard things. Some people do, I don't know. And like I say, it ranges. There's many things that you can do to feel happy about within yourself. You do not have to cold dip. I do it I try to tell you for all the reasons, and I forget most of them, but you know, I do it because I feel like I've become a better person because of it. And that's what I want to achieve. That's the type of person, that's the way I want to live my life being. I want to be a good person, and I want to, you know, I want people to have a positive thought when it comes to me first, mostly have positive things to think about me, I think, versus being like, oh, that dick, or whatever a person says these days. I don't know what people say. If I don't like you, I just don't really have a thought about you, because you don't get to live rent free in my brain. So sorry about your luck, and I will forget you just as quickly as I met you. So you don't get a spare time. I don't have spare time in my life for people like that. I mean, I also attribute that to being a mom, because you don't really have much time to wallow in much when you're a mom, because you know, you have your children's needs to, you know, to take care of. You have to be fed and have fresh clothes for school and yada yada yada, all the things that come along with being a parent. So I don't really think you have much time to wallow as a parent. Maybe there are people, of course there are people who find a way around that, and good for them. I am not the type of person who likes to wallow in my own misery. I'd like to just get it done and over with. If I know I have to do something hard like cold dipping, I'd rather just walk all the way into my neck versus go and like to my waist and then work my way further down. I just want to get it all done and over with. Why do I want to prolong my suffering, I say? There's many ways during my day that I have to suffer, and I just want to, if I can, I just want to get it done and over with. Well, yeah, because I mean, come on, I don't ever want to do every single thing, right? Like, I don't want to clean the toilets or wash the laundry. Those things, I mean, it's not fun. I mean, some people enjoy that, but I don't. I mean, I enjoy it when it's clean. We'll just say that. But we all have to suffer. I just think sometimes we just have to pick and choose our battles, and this is my battle. I choose. I don't know why I chose this. This is a terrible idea. Just kidding. It's a wonderful idea for me. I don't know for you. You know, maybe your challenge is that you just take on a new adventure of learning how to cook something new. I always reference cooking because I used to really love it, but now it's like, I mean, I have to make 3 meals a day. Well, the kids are at school, so I don't. On the weekends, I'm making 3 meals a day. It's just a lot because you have to wash all those dishes, go grocery shopping, and blah blah blah. But it's fun though. Don't get me wrong, I love it when my son says to me, "Mom, put this in the recipe book," and I'm like, "We don't have a recipe book, son," but I love it when you say that to me. Because like I just wing it, you know, like I know what I like as far as flavors go, and sometimes we're adventurous and we try new things, but you know, like we like a lot of flavor in our life. You know, I always like to say, to get your way to someone's heart is through their stomach, duh. You know, so maybe that's not the case for everybody, but it is for us. We like food. We're just stopped here at the light. We're almost home. I am shaking and shivering. My toesies are cold. And then I gotta go cook dinner for the kids. And then we gotta finish reading. We were supposed to read this weekend, which was my plan, but then we ended up getting sick, so then that kind of went to the wayside. So we gotta get back to it. Oh, I think I was mentioning in one of my countless videos I did earlier that we didn't run yesterday or today, which really sucks for me because I really wanted to run 5 days a week. I'm probably gonna have to run this weekend to make up for not having ran these last couple of days, because I don't want to lose this time or that progress. So I don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just, I mean, shit, man, I got sick. What am I supposed to do? But you know, Bloomsday waits for no man, and I want to be ready to crush my time. I mean, anything I do is gonna be better than last year, but I just really want to destroy it. Like not like an Olympic person, you know, like where they obviously they fly when they run, and I'm so jealous. I would love to be a flyer when I run. You know, those people that are really like killing the fucking miles. They just crush it. I don't know. I think my fastest mile right now is 9:38. which isn't bad because I went from like 14 minutes to that. So I'm very pleased with that. But I just want it to be ferocious, just like my personality. I think I'm funny, okay? You think I'm funny too, don't lie. You're privately laughing at me. I still accept it. I can totally laugh at myself. I'm not perfect, clearly. That would be so boring. Plus, it's a lot of pressure to be perfect. I tried that. It didn't fare out well for my personality. I like to be a happy-go-lucky version of myself. Some of you doesn't take things too seriously, like that dirty ass look that guy was giving me. Should have rammed his ass. A perfect example of why I cold dip, man. You know, a girl needs to be tuned up. I need to not be so fired up. Yeah. We are almost home. Boop, boop, boop. Complete stop. Nobody's coming, so we go. Yay! Still a bunch of snow in my yard at my house, so that's cool if you're into that sort of thing. I'm not complaining. I don't mind the snow as long as it's not like treacherous to drive in. Yay! We made it home. Whee! Thank you so much for driving home with me. It's so nice to have you with me on these cold ass adventures that we go on together, where I always like to say I'm trying to better myself in your presence, because it's true. I have no fake fronts for you. Sorry if you're into that. You'll have to go elsewhere. I literally I film it and put it to the cutting room floor. There's no editing, which is sort of super sweet to me, because I just want it to be organic from my perspective of what a woman like me is living her life these days. I know I'm shaking my head too, but this is what we do for right now. So thank you for being a part of that with me. It really means a lot knowing that you're watching. Thank you. Thank you for all your comments and whatnot. Humble fellow, you're one of my peoples. What? Shout out to you. Thank you for always commenting and showing me the love. And there's a couple others of you that are in my heart forever. One of these days I will get them all right. Maybe I'll just write it down so I can just read off the list, because I'm shaking and I'm shivering right now, and I can't really think all that great. And even when I'm not shaking and shivering, how great do I think? Who knows? All right. We got home before it's dark, so that's nice. Look at that. It's still beautiful clouds where we are. It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood. Thank you so much for joining me. It really means the world to me. To the next adventure, as I like to say. Peace out, yo. Love you, bye.